12:02 in Edmonton. Good afternoon. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Beautiful day out there. This is the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Tom Gazzola, Hernan and Tommy with you inside the EST Global HQ. Big thanks to YouTube Trev getting us sorted out here. Nice haircut, Trev. I get to say it to you. Good to be back in the studio. This is going to be one of my last shows in this studio.
It's insane.
This physical studio. I'm off next week. I am very excited for the new office/studios. It's going to be awesome. Maddie and the boys, you guys already have the move kind of happening. I noticed there's a lot of stuff missing. It's already at the new location, which is going to be great. So not sad, though, Hernan. Not sad. It's exciting is what it is.
I mean, you'll miss it.
Kind of. It has been good to us. Like, have to admit that. I'm
intrigued to see in the next spot where everybody sets up to prep, because here everybody's kind of together.
I don't really go in. I'm a nomad. I'm kind of all over the place.
So I wonder if we're all going to be separated.
I don't think so.
Such a big place.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Everybody will find their spot, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Looking forward to it, though. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So, text us, 780-218-9999. Get into the nasty chat, if you will. That would be fantastic if you're watching over on YouTube. We are in the dead of the offseason in the hockey world, especially with the Oilers. Sports kicking back up. Today, the MLB gets going. Last night, crazy. Or was it yesterday the MLB got going again?
No, it's today.
Today, right.
Yeah.
Last night, that football game was insane. Insane. Als and Argos, phenomenal. And you know what? Montreal, that crowd turned out, man.
They've been really good.
Yes.
Man. I was like a little surprised how loud they get.
And they took away the air horns this year.
Thank God.
I know, those are bad. Is it Francis Dupont?
Francis, my buddy.
I saw him yesterday on the broadcast. I was like, Francis.
I always see him on the sideline.
And Joey Alfieri, who's great. Joey Alfieri, during the fight against BC, I could see Joey going like, what are we doing here? What do we do? Come on. Good Italian guy.
Yeah, but he was pointing at, like, what is he supposed to do?
What's he going to do? These guys are 280 pounds, 6'5".
Yeah.
Getting into a brawl. Joey's like
Joey's a good
5'9", 5'8".
I like Joey.
He's great. He's a great broadcaster, too. Actually, Matt Baker from the Lions.
Matty Ice.
He, obviously, he had his time at TSN Vancouver. And like us at 1260, they got shut down a couple of years prior. And then he ended up with the Lions. But he does a show with the Lions.
Yeah, he does. He's
First and Now. It's really good.
Because I saw him before I left the Elks, and he's like, "You ever need me on your show?" I was like, "Yeah, Matty Ice, love that guy."
And I think he's got like the green light, because some PR teams aren't supposed to talk to the media.
Yeah, because what are you really gonna say?
Right. But he, like you, comes from broadcast.
Yeah.
Like many PR guys, actually.
Well, Ariel and Sass came from radio.
I think I met Ariel. Yeah.
She came from radio. Just going through all the teams. I know
Hamilton's
has a new guy.
Yeah, I met both of the new guys. I think they're both in their first year.
Ottawa has the young guy. What's his name? It's a good guy, man.
Met him.
I think he's from radio.
Brandon.
Too. Brandon.
Yeah.
He's from radio.
Chris
as well.
in Toronto.
Chris.
He's good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And then
he looks like he's on the team. Like he looks like a player that's like not.
He's
not
a beast.
Playing.
Man.
Yeah.
He's an absolute beast.
And then
it's
Calgary has John
Lafrey, who Lefebvre. I think he's the longest media guy in the CFL.
Okay, I could see that.
Because when I first started at 1260, he was Calgary's guy. I remember
reaching
like
10 years ago.
Yeah. Over 10 years.
Over 10 years ago.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because media, like even in hockey, a lot of them come from broadcasting or vice versa, right? Like you start there and then you get into broadcasting.
And a lot of them like cross over from the hockey world into football into hockey. Like you got with the Oilers right now, Jamie Cartmel.
Yeah.
Who was with the Lions and the Eskimos prior to that. Mm-hmm. And then with...
Wasn't your buddy who's in LA now started with the Eskimos?
Sean May started with the Eskimos under the guidance of one David Bartholomew Jameson. Great guy.
Yeah, it's It's quite a world, man. It's quite a world. Yeah.
Great entertainment last night in the CFL. We'll see what happens in week 7 here. Elks on the bye. Good to have a big thank you to Evan Dom and Mike Arcuri from the Elks PR team for bringing in Justin Rankin and Cody Grace yesterday. That was a fun show. Today's show was great. Jim Skitsko and Lori Ekdahl. They're fantastic. A lot of football talk, and it's the right time of year for that. But this is a hockey show. We'll talk about the Oilers and such. Of course, Boston Pizza presenting sponsor. Check out the new summer feature menu. My favorite, cherry cola beef sliders. They also have the Cajun chicken Caesar wrap, sweet heat chicken sandwich, fish tacos, pizza flights. Those were very popular in the playoffs. And then the summer pesto chicken, as well as new fish and chips. Cherry cola. You get the wing flavor cherry cola. Got it on these sliders. It's surprisingly good.
Really?
Yes.
I'm a little scared to try.
I would highly recommend. I would order these, and I would say, Hernan, please have one. And then you would give me
what if I don't
something
want
from your... I would say, Hernan, not please have one. Hernan, take one.
Tommy!
I'm going to jam it down your throat.
You know I like my spiciness.
I know you do. You're the Latino heat for a reason.
You know, I don't do any wing flavor outside of hot.
I know.
With a side of hot.
I know.
You don't do hot at all, eh?
I like it. It makes me sweat.
Makes you sweat.
I can't handle it well. I like it. I don't handle it well. Thinking about it, I'm starting to sweat already.
Oh, I can't wait to have hot wings.
Oh, baby. Great weekend for it. Obviously, with the weather being good, and we're in the deep of it. And there's a little bit of hockey stuff that's been trickling in. I saw the Canes hired a new scout that has deep ties to the analytics community. And I think also Oilers fans are somewhat familiar with him. I'll just say this. I don't think the Canes are going anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be dipping. I spent the week with Keith Gretzky. Oddly enough, we barely talked about the team. Good to see he's going to be brought back. Great guy. And shout out to Gretzky's Game Hockey School over at Silent Ice. Big thank you to the crew over at Silent Ice Center. Belzy was there. Katie and Yenny over at the Summit Restaurant. Phenomenal food. And they're proud sponsors of Hello Hockey as well. Last episode of Hello Hockey tomorrow, by the way.
Oh!
Yeah, I know.
I know you love doing this show, but it's going to be nice to have Saturdays off, eh?
Yep. I told Belzy, I said, why are we doing shows deep into July? He's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, after free agency, we wrap it up in a neat little bow.
Get the hell out.
Let's get out of here. Tom wants his Saturdays, so tomorrow will be the last one. And please join us for it.
Boom's just a workaholic.
He loves to work, man. Yeah. That guy hustles. Of course, Hello Hockey on EST right here, 10 to noon. And then you can catch it on Sportsnet Radio in Calgary. And I think they air it in Vancouver every now and then, too. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great show. Benny's on it. He does a great job as well. Okay. We have a bunch of stuff that we're going to get into, obviously, but it is the quiet time of the season. I had to come in and I'm like, what are Oilers fans talking about right now? Like, what is the big deal right now? There's always something. There's always a ridiculous rumor flying around, something silly. And it's like, and actually talking with Keith, some of the scouting staff was there as well. And they're like, what are you hearing? And I'm like, dude, I am hockeyed out.
Yeah.
What are you hearing? You guys still have jobs? They're all like, yep, we're good. Which is good because they have really good people in hockey operations with the Oil. So obviously time of change. I haven't had much time to talk about, or any time really to talk about like the changes with the coaching staff. The new assistant coaches. Not surprised that Paul Coffey is just going to go back to being an advisor to Daryl Cates. If you don't know this, I've said it many times on this show. It goes Cates, Coffey, Jackson, Bowman.
Okay.
Right?
There you have it.
Boom. What? What?
Keep going.
What do you? No. I want to hear this.
What was the order again?
Cates, Coffey, Jackson, Bowman.
That's a cushy job, eh? For PC.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. But like his forte is he's not a yes man. You know what I mean? Like he'll tell you what he thinks because he's got nothing to lose. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to kiss Daryl Cates' ass. He doesn't need to tell him, yeah, we're working on. No, he'll Like, this is not working. That's not working. But it's also, and this is a slippery slope, because when he was first brought in was when Todd McLellan was a coach. And there was a miscommunication and distrust between Paul Coffey, the ownership, and then the coaching staff, because all of a sudden there's like a spy was in there.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't really a coach. I think they called him like a skills coach for a bit, but that was total BS. And it created friction. And then, he went away, and then he was brought back during the Kenny Holland era.
Yeah.
And there was, again, like a little bit of miscommunication. Well, what's Paul doing here? Who's he reporting to? Why is he here?
Yeah.
And then him and Kenny Holland had a pretty lengthy meeting, and they kind of hashed everything out. And Paul Coffey I'll tell you this, I really enjoy him. I find him to be a really good guy.
I like Paul Coffey when he came in and he told all the defensemen, can't make a play, we'll find someone that will. And then you saw the team. You saw guys like Vinny Desharnais and Cody Ceci making good passes.
Yeah.
Because he forced them.
I think he empowered them.
Yeah. Like
have confidence in yourselves.
Yeah. You guys are in the NHL for a reason. Make a damn pass.
Yeah.
So on that end, I liked it. Good for him. I mean, it is what it is. We had Aubrey on. He was great. Him and Gager cross paths.
Did they address their
it was pretty funny
situation? Okay, so is it true that Gager replaced Aubrey?
That's what Gager. He's like, I'm pretty sure I met you in the dressing room. And then Aubrey was pretty funny because
what did he say?
He said his one memory that he can share on air was that he almost lost a team car and almost lit his apartment on fire in Essen.
What?
Yeah. So we had a good laugh.
Like on purpose, out of rage?
No, it was accidents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's just like, it was a bad day. Like, it was a bad week for me there. And we had a good laugh, and he was just, it was great, man. And kudos to Coop for kind of finding that out, that they had maybe crossed paths in the Essen, right? So it was pretty cool. Great guy. Listen, he's going to come in and have a different voice. Kind of talked about his approach he's going to have and all that kind of stuff. And listen, and I know a lot of the Skinner haters that we have on EST that love to chirp. They continue to chirp. Like,
no, really?
Yeah. Like,
shocking.
It's like, okay, like they got a new coach. And like we've been saying all the time, it's not all on the coach, Tom. But I'm intrigued to see the new voice and how both guys progress here. It's not all going to be on him. Like, Stuart Skinner has to get better. We all know that.
Sure. Yeah. But see, the thing that baffles me about Stu Skinner and some of the thought, not everybody thinks this way. There's a vocal portion of the fan base, and it became an easy thing to hit on is, goalie needs to be better. Goalie needs to be, they need a new goalie. It went from goalie needs to be better to they need a new goalie. And again, we saw the lack of goaltenders available, and the quality wasn't there in the free agency period. Stuart Skinner can improve, right?
Well, that's what we're hoping, Tom, right? Like, I can't sit here and tell you that he's going to, because I don't know that. But, and I think everybody here, we've defended him at times because in the season it got ridiculous. It did. Like, every loss was all Stuart Skinner. And that's what we were saying. You can't put it always all in the goal. But I think everybody here said the same thing. It's time to improve.
Yep.
And what's Stuart Skinner's biggest problem is he doesn't make the big saves, the high danger saves, right?
Not enough. That's
not enough. So he has to improve that. No one's denying that. But if your argument is Stuart Skinner sucks and that's all you got,
go get Ville Husso, or who's the Hofer kid,
or Mike DiPietro.
Oh, this is the one. So somebody fill me in on the Mikey DiPietro thing. I think Trev and Benny were telling me about it, and I'm like, you mean the kid that's played like a handful of games in the NHL and was supposed to be a prospect with the Canucks? And
that's like, the analytics crew.
Who's saying that he is going to be an actual number one goalie in the NHL? And now, that is beyond ridiculous.
I don't know.
A guy who's never done it.
Yeah.
You're telling me he's coming in here where he's going to get absolutely chewed up and spit out by the fan base? Not a chance.
26 years old. Most of his time in the AHL. He has 3 NHL games under his belt.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, could he come in? Sure.
Can I just say?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
No.
But I'm saying, like, people are like, well, you don't know. Well, if he was that good, he'd be in the NHL. It's plain and simple.
Yes.
Someone would pick him up and be like, this guy's an NHL goaltender. But again, like Tom, it's summer. Everybody's trying to be that guy, to be creative, and this is the guy we need, and the analytics say so. Like, no, come on. Mike DiPietro's not the answer. So stop with that, please. I'm just muting all those Mike DiPietro tweets.
That to me is like whoever came up with that, and the people that actually looked at it go, huh, I think you got something there. It's beyond ridiculous.
Sure, bring him in. And then you'll
For
be
what?
like...
To do what?
But that's what I mean, Tom.
To be your ECHL goalie?
Yeah. Like... And yeah, so...
Anyway.
Because yesterday we were talking about Lucas Dostal, right?
Yep. Got a nice contract.
He's a year younger than Stuart Skinner. Had better numbers on a worse team, sure.
Yep.
But I think that because we were saying, like, what would Stuart Skinner... But Stuart Skinner's going into his third contract after this year. Mm-hmm. This is Dostal's second after his entry level. So it's a little bit different, right? I don't see Stuart Skinner getting a $4 million raise if he has a season like he did last season. There's no chance.
I see him fighting for a backup role somewhere else.
Yeah.
If he has another season like he did last year.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a little hard to compare. Now, if he turns it around, his lights out, he might get Lucas Dostal money. Maybe more.
I doubt it. Well, listen, I still think that the high bar for Stu Skinner is Aiden Hill. Like, that's achievable.
Okay.
It took Aiden Hill a bunch of years and a couple of different franchises to establish himself. He wasn't even really the number one the year that the Golden Knights won the cup. Yeah. Him and Logan Thompson were fighting for playtime. I think Robin Lehner was still in the mix there.
Well, Laurent Brossoit was number 2.
Laurent Brossoit was in there. Jonathan Quick got brought in.
Yeah.
I think they even played a guy named Yuri Patera for a bit.
Okay, I'll ask you this. Do you think Dostal got overpaid?
I think they're rewarding him or kind of like investing in him and his future.
Yeah.
In good faith to keep him around.
They're hoping that he's going to hit his prime in a couple of years. He's going to be an outstanding goalie, and they're going to have him at a bargain. That's what they're hoping for. Right. So, because I saw a lot of pushback yesterday from media and fans alike saying, "Whoa, like that's a little much for this guy." But
yeah.
And I don't disagree. It's a guy. I wouldn't say he's not proven, but he's on a bad team though, right? Like, yeah. Do goalies sometimes? Do we look at them just because they're on a bad team and they get peppered night after night, and he's just making a lot of saves? You know what I mean?
Well, I think he did play really good against Edmonton a few times, like really good,
yeah.
And I'm sure he's done that to a few other teams as well.
You know, it's Mikko Koskinen's birthday today.
Nice. Where's he?
I don't know why I brought that up, but...
I'm glad you did.
Oh, we're talking goalie. A big happy birthday to, what was his nickname for
Valin Camus.
Valin Camus. I think he's 37.
Yeah.
A young pup.
Yeah. Deaky Sparks says, you do know that DiPietro is not an NHL goalie. He's got 3 games. He could be the traveling e-bug. Did you hear about this, Trav? This is something we did discuss.
Yeah, you could.
This week. The e-bug thing.
Yeah.
But then you're essentially a bullpen catcher. Right?
Yeah.
You know how MLB teams have about 15 different coaches? Bullpen catcher.
Bullpen.
That's kind of what the e-bug has evolved into. Do you like this idea of having every team has to have an e-bug goalie?
I don't mind it.
So you have to pay him.
Yeah.
He's not on your roster. He's not a technical NHL player.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't fall under the union. So you can go out there and you pay him $80,000 or something like that. To me, it's just weird.
I'll miss the David Ayers story. You know, the guy here in Edmonton that they let go in the last couple minutes to get his NHL game. Like, those are cool, right? But I don't mind it. I know we talked with Gager about it, and Gager was like, I get it, like, why they're going that route. But again, I think we're all fans of hockey. Those are funny stories. They're cool stories.
I think they're super unique and neat. Yeah.
Like, I say funny because we all dislike the Leafs, and then when David Ayers came in and won the game, we're all like, this is amazing.
There's a Carolina Hurricanes legend.
For sure. Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Let's go to some of these comments. I'm glad we're on this goalie discussion here on the oil stream. Andrew, the accountant, says, as per all the stupid rumors in the city, is because someone mentioned him as a waiver pickup, but didn't say he'd be a number one. I'm sure there's people that are assuming he could become a number one because he had some kind of underlying numbers by some BS made up stat that everybody buys into. Not everybody, some people, and they're usually the vocal minority. Just my opinion. Troll texting in says, Skinner is a mid-tier goalie, no better, no worse. If the team actually played D in front of him, he'd have better stats. If DiPietro was any good, he'd be a backup by now somewhere. Good point, Troll. Troll also adds, Canes are the new Sharks, some good players, cup favorites by the media, but choke when it counts. Troll, good to hear from you. Let's go to the Gord Father texting. It says, it became an easy thing for the fans because Skinner was bad, not because a few Twitter accounts online. EMG adds, Skinner needs to get more consistent. His ceiling is just fine. That's a good text, EMG. Good to hear from you. It's good to hear from people, some of the regulars. Text us, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat as well. Go ahead, Nancy.
Senior Boot says, if the Oil run with the same goalies this year, it'll be an absolute joke. I would like to go 1 year without talking about effing goaltending. Well, they are.
Senior Boots, there's not going to be a year where we're not talking about fiddle-sticking goaltenders.
Okay, and listen, I'm not saying the Oilers went to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals because of goaltending, but they went to back-to-back finals with these two goaltenders.
Correct.
And
they almost won in 1 year and then lost 4-2 the next year.
Yes, they have to be better.
Sure,
100%.
Yes. No disagreeing there.
I get why you're frustrated, and I get why you're frustrated the Oilers didn't upgrade their goaltending. But keep in mind, it's $3.6 million for a team that doesn't have any cap space. This team's going to the playoffs with this duo. What they do in the playoffs, if it's Pickard or Skinner, who the hell knows? Or who the hell knows what they do at trade deadline? But for right now, at 3.6,
for the two of them,
you run with it, and you hope, especially Stuart Skinner, improves, and you hope the new goaltending guy can help him, and just again, he's not a magician, Peter Aubrey. He's gonna do what he thinks is gonna help him. Stuart Skinner is gonna adjust if he wants to. And
that's the other thing too, is like a willingness to be open to new concepts, new techniques. Maybe there's new habits that get incorporated into his preparation. If he is willing to embrace that, and hear this new voice and put those theories into practice, maybe it does unlock something, another level or half level for him. And maybe that does put him over the top and does help him make that extra save when you need it. And he gets the confidence and things start rolling and the defense plays better. And then it snowballs into a big thing to the point where the fans aren't going, boy, I'm worried about the goaltending today.
Do you agree with this? Senior Boot says they went to the finals twice despite of goaltending.
No,
come on.
Absolutely not.
Come on. Let's look at the big boys in the finals. Let's be honest here. No one likes to talk about it.
That is a ridiculous comment.
Ekholm was terrible in the finals. Bouchard took a step back. Nurse took a step back. Yes, goaltending needed to be better. Again, Senior Boots, you're not listening. We're not sitting here saying they got there because of goaltending, but goaltending was a part of. They had back-to-back shutouts.
Hey. Yeah, one guy had 3 shutouts in 4 games. The other guy went 7-0 until the cup final when he started his first game and lost.
You can't say despite of goaltending because goaltending won him some games.
That statement, and Senior Boots, you're not the only one that's said that.
No, it's fine.
There are others, but like to me, that statement, it's like, come on, you're losing the point here.
Like now, like you said, 3 shutouts in 4 games, like that helped them get to the final. So we can't ignore that. You can be mad at Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard all you want.
When he got touched up for 6 on other nights.
Yeah, exactly.
That was bad.
Exactly.
Really bad.
But the Oilers lost Stanley Cup finals for a lot more reasons than just their goaltending.
Yeah.
They lost it 2 years ago, 2-1, guys. Or 3-1, whatever.
2-1.
Yeah, this year they got their butts kicked.
But
let's if you want to get into context and break down every goal in the last 3 games, you're going to see a lot of mistakes by the Oilers' top players. A lot of mistakes. The Oilers' top players got outscored. Yep. They were dash in every game.
Yep. The whole team was. Let's go to Jake from Ontario. Texting says, as a fan, seeing what other fans are saying, it's Skinner sucks and the goalie coach isn't the issue. It's all Stu. And Howard is getting 60 to 70 points playing with McDavid. Seems like people are less worried about Connor leaving as well now, unless they keep Stu. So they all point it back to Stu, is that what you're saying, Jake?
Well, Howard getting 50 is
yeah.
Listen, I wish the kid the best. I hope he has a good career. But again, I just, like Gager and I said, we just want everybody to lower the expectations because it's not fair to him either.
Well, let him.
Yeah.
Let him figure out the NHL. Like, I think he's going to be a good player this year.
100%. He's going to be on the team.
But if you're going, he's got to get 50 or 60, otherwise it's not worth it. And if he can't score 20 with McDavid and Draisaitl, it's not worth it. Like, I would think that is putting a heavy burden on a guy just about to make his NHL debut, and he wants to have success, all that. But man, like, you hear Joaquin, you hear Cass, you hear Belzy talk about, like, the jump to the NHL is the hardest step to take. The final step is the hardest to take. And then not only the fact that you're in the NHL, but you find a way to become consistent and you find your niche at the NHL level, and then you start to excel and the confidence comes. Like, some guys, it pops for them.
Yeah.
Not every guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Ike Howard comes in and gets 30 to 35 points, 10 to 15 goals,
you take it.
And you see decent progress in his defensive game, I would be like, that's a pretty good rookie season. Now, if he pops off for 45, 50, 60, I'm like, that's an excellent rookie season. That's like Calder caliber.
Yeah. That's just it. Like, he's going to play his first time pro hockey. Like, that's why I say the expectations. I'm lowering them. Like what Tom said, 30, 35 points, I'd be happy with that. And everybody's like, yeah, but Hernan, he's going to play with 97 and 29. It's not always that easy or automatic.
Well, we've had the same discussions, debates, arguments about 97 and 29's wingers for years and years and years. I could think back to when we started doing pre and post together, 2018.
Yeah. We
2019.
It was just, hey, just put anyone with those two and it'll happen. And a lot of guys have failed because they can't keep up, or they can't read the game at those guys' level, right? And I'm hoping Ike Howard, he's going to get a great opportunity to, and it might not be right away. Like, right? He might start on the third line.
Maybe, I don't know.
And then maybe by January, he's like, hey, finally, he's the game's kind of slowed down for him. Let's see what he has with Draisaitl. So that's what I'm saying. But some of the expectations for this kid last week or when he signed, Tom, were just crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. 780-218-9999. Get to the nasty chat as well. This is the Oil Stream. Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas with you. Ice Cube has slid into the producer's chair. We want to hear from you. We will get to crunching the numbers in a little bit. We are inside the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studios. Check out their snack menu. It's absolutely tremendous. Big fan of that. The value favorites, if you will: classic mini sandwich, mini blackened chicken wrap, spicy mini chicken wrap, mini spicy blackened chicken wrap, blackened cauliflower, 5-piece nuggets. I think Reed could probably devour this entire value menu in one sitting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of chicken.
Reed's awesome.
He is awesome. He's one of my favorites.
Hey, look at that. 30 minutes in and we've talked a lot of Oilers.
Well, I mean, I've got a lot to say. I'm really angry. I'm not angry.
I'm like,
not
whoa.
Angry. To follow up on the Howard thing, I was having some discussions with some of the Oilers brass over the week. And we were saying, like, guys coming from NCAA playing, what is it, just under 40 games, and then they get some playoff action as well, to the full grind of a NHL season or pro season where you're playing. I mean, in the AHL, what do they play? Like 72. It's travel dependent. Mm-hmm. NHL, you're up to 82. We're going to get to 84 apparently with that new CBA. WHL is more NHL style, right? CHL. And the discussion was there is a learning curve and how to maintain your level and not wear yourself out. But I mean, I don't know how you can do that without going through it before, the grind of an 8-month regular season.
It's true. And because we're looking at Matt Savoy to make the team too, but he's played the pro game. And he's played
very well.
And he's played in a league that just grinds away in the AHL. Like, talk to Gager. He's like, it's extremely difficult to play in the AHL and be consistent, right? So I'm expecting Matt Savoy to be obviously more polished than Ike Howard in the pro game. But intrigued by both guys. And I just don't want, you know what I don't want, Tommy? Let's just say Ike Howard, because it's probably going to happen. Every young player goes through it unless you're a generational guy. Leon did. There might be a moment where they're like, go play some games in Baco. And I don't want the fans to lose their mind.
Started 2015-16 in Baco.
That's what I mean.
Briefly.
So it could happen. He could be here for every game. But if he goes for a 2-week stretch to Baco just to get more ice time, get some power play, get the confidence going, don't be upset because that's kind of normal for young players. Matt Savoy came up for a cup of tea. Didn't look out of place.
Looked okay.
But they were a veteran team. They had older guys. They had 2 older guys sitting out. So they're like, Matt, go play down in Baco. Top line minutes, top power play. You heard Chris Knobloch earlier this week say they're going to try him on the PK because they like what he did in Baco. So that's all we're saying is just Ike Howard, very talented player. The expectations are extremely high for him. But there could be some, what do you always say, peaks and valleys?
Peaks and valleys, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to track his career. I'm also intrigued to see how Sam O'Reilly turns out as an NHL because
I like talking to that kid. He was he's just a straight up old school hockey player.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a good one.
So do I.
That's why I was telling Hawk, I was like, 10 years down a row, I want to see where both these players are. And I hope they're both successful. Good. Yeah.
That can happen. There could be good trades that benefit both teams.
Exactly, yeah.
Those do happen. You're not always swindling the opposition. If you can, great. Obviously, you want to have the advantage, but there are times where a trade actually does work out for both teams and needs are met for both sides. And we'll see if this is one of those. But yeah, I mean, they're speeding up the process, trying to get some good young blood into the lineup earlier.
And they wanted to get younger. That's what they're doing.
Well, they needed to. That's one of the arguments coming out of last year that I do stand by. Everybody in the fan base that's like, the Oilers are too old. The Oilers are too old. 100% agree. 100% agreed with that all season long. And I think they've addressed that. Now, that's going to come with peaks and valleys. That's going to come with some nights where a young guy might make a bad mistake or puts his line mate or defenseman into a bad spot and they make a mistake as well. And it's a breakdown. And Matt Cassian is telling us on the postgame show that it's, what does he call it? A compounding errors situation. So that is part of the learning curve. And I feel like we'll probably see a little bit more of that this year.
James says Howard isn't ready for 24 road games in 3 months. He needs to be acclimated.
That part of the schedule is insane.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
He might not play in every game on the road trip. Because
I would hope that he does.
Yes, but James makes a good point. Like the grind of the season that early, like just being on the road, learning how to be a pro, being at the top of your game every game, right? Not getting 5 days to prepare for your next game.
You learn how to be on the road too. Yeah. It doesn't just like they give you an itinerary, especially if they're players. It's such a regimented thing, but you kind of got to get used to it too.
And Tom, when we were breaking down the schedule on whenever it came out, Tuesday or Wednesday, if you look at those 2 long road trips, or even if you look at the first 2 months, there's not a lot of practice time. It's play, day off, play, day off, day off.
Condensed schedule again because of the Olympics.
Yeah. So it's going to, I mean, the Connors and the Leons of the world, they're fine. They're always ready to go. But for young guys, that's probably tough that you're not getting in your reps, right? Like you're just getting thrown into the game and saying, "Go, you got to learn on the fly here because it's a condensed schedule, right?"
There's still a good team. At the end of the day, there's still going to be a good team.
Oh, 100%.
Are they a cup contender? I don't know. I can't say it with confidence like I did going into last year. That I'll stand by going into 25-26. All right, let's get to a couple more texts. Then we're going to get to Crunching the Numbers, brought to you by Play Alberta. Deaky Sparks says, someone tell McDavid that Howard won't put up goals on his line, and that kid's going to have 50 tucks at 35 games. Completely reasonable. They should also find a goalie that could put up 82 shutouts. Haha, from Deaky Sparks. I see what you did there. And then Deaky Sparks adds, the traveling e-bug is the best job in the world. Actually, good point.
Yeah.
Because you probably get some per diem. You're with the team. You get to know the guy. Like that is, you just don't get the fat contracts that they get. Probably get some of the perks though.
That's a really good point, man.
Deaky Sparks, good point.
If you're a young guy, go be an e-bug.
This one from Hampton Steve says, the problem for the Oilers, if Stu doesn't turn it around this season, the free agency class next season is also weak. Outside of Markstrom, who I don't see leaving the Eastern Conference at this point in his career. So they will be back to needing to overpay in a trade. That could happen. Or maybe there's a goalie that has a bad year or falling out with his team, and you can get a decent deal on him the way the Red Wings did on Gibson.
Our buddy Guy Flaming on Twitter has been, he tagged us in a few tweets. He's still on that Tristan Jarry.
Yeah, and see, that to me is more reasonable than like a Jeremy Swayman trade that some people are swinging for the fences and want that. I think it's more reasonable than trying to consider Carter Hart, considering and that's factoring in his situation right now. We talked to Pagnotta about that last week. He says, hey, none of these guys that are in the legal process right now are a consideration for the NHL. Not a single one of them, because the court system, all that needs to play out before the NHL even addresses it and deals with it however it deems fit. So I understand where Guy's coming from with Tristan Jarry. There's familiarity here. Jarry, I believe, still has a home here. His numbers, although he got waived a couple of times last year, he got sent down. His numbers, he was an all-star 2 seasons ago.
I know. It's crazy.
His numbers are okay.
It's just his contract's a little tough, too.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he bounces back. He's older than Stu, I believe. I think he's like late 20s.
Yeah.
And
he's around a little bit older than Stu.
I think he's 29.
Yeah.
Just look it up right now. But I get it. But it's not a name that people will be like, that's a great decision. I think that would be a wonderful fit. He's 30 now.
Man, time flies.
I know.
Holy smoke.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to wait to see how this year plays out. I mean, it's goaltending's always going to be an issue. Not an issue here, but it's going to be talked about a lot. But I hope both guys... Well, Picker was solid last year.
He still finished 16, 12, and 6 on a Penguins team that
wasn't very good.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
893 save percentage, 312 GA. Those aren't good. The year prior, 903 with a 291, went 19 and 25 on a Pittsburgh team that didn't make the playoffs. Came close, but didn't. 24 and 13 and 22-23 with a 909 and a 290. 21-22, he went 34 and 18 with a 919 and a 242. So maybe there's something salvageable there. Pittsburgh's been a team, again, in disarray.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be any better this year.
Pittsburgh, to me, is somewhat similar to Carolina, but they still have the 3 horsemen in Crosby, Malkin, and Letang.
Yeah.
And they're kind of tied to them until those guys say, we're done playing. So they're in a bit of a predicament, whereas the Canes don't have elite offensive players. They don't have superstars. They've got stars like Aho and Svechnikov.
Yeah.
They went and they've got Gensel too, right?
No, Gensel's in
left.
Tampa.
That's right.
Stankoven,
who's an up-and-coming star, although had a rough regular season in Dallas before the trade. No Natchez, obviously. He was traded for Rantanen. Who did the Canes sign? Who was their big signing in the offseason?
Did they sign? Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, Ehlers.
Even
Ehlers. Like, to me, is Ehlers a superstar or a star NHL player? I think he's a star NHL player.
He's a star, but a guy that also can't stay healthy. Right. So there's a little bit of trepidation. B-Dog says, Boldy in the top 6 keeps me awake at night.
Boldy?
Yeah. Matt Boldy?
Like in Minnesota?
Why does he keep you awake? He's a hell of a player.
He's a very good player, yeah. Okay.
Like, Gager and I love Matt Boldy. He's a hell of a player.
You don't hear a lot of people actually talking about the Minnesota Wild outside of Minnesota, but okay. I respect that.
Sure. B-Dog, I agree, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think about him that much.
Me neither.
I'd love if the Oilers had Matt Boldy.
Yeah. Is it Brock Faber that wears his glasses in team photos. Yeah, I was like, oh.
That hell of a player.
He's a good player.
I saw a report that Kirill Thrill might come in a little higher than Draisaitl. That's a little crazy. Eh?
He's a hell of a player too.
He is.
But that's their
star.
When Leon signed to when Kirill have to sign, the landscape and the economics of the NHL has shifted a little bit. It's changed. It's going up. It's inflating. So, yeah. I mean, in principle, you'd be like, how the hell are they paying Kaprizov more than Draisaitl? It's like, well, 2 years ago, this is where the cap was at, and the NHL was just starting to break its own records revenue-wise, and they're a couple years in, and the cap has gone up, and that's kind of like, again, it goes to like Bouchard. Like, people go, wow, the hell did Bouchard become a $10.5 million player? Again, like the economics of the NHL compared to his last signing or contract, and where guys in his kind of class are right now when they're a free agent, that has changed, and you got to explain. Some people don't get it or are unwilling to. They just hear the number and go, bah, that's preposterous. And even though in theory that's correct, it's like the market has shifted. It's changed. It's gone up.
So Rip City Step says, we're talking alternate realities where Oilers didn't draft Broberg Hernan. Oh, okay. So they took Boldy instead, maybe?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The Nasty Chat, they have their own conversations sometimes. I get what you're saying. I always remember I produced at 1260 the draft show, and it was Dino and Guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember Guy was not impressed with the Broberg pick.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of off the board, wasn't it?
Like he was a first rounder, but to go that high.
9th.
Yeah.
Right. Troll says Jarvis is a good player. Slavin too. Yeah, but they don't have superstars.
Yeah, Slavin's fantastic.
Yeah, he is.
Like that guy's
he's one of the
underrated
best
defensemen, man. They have good players. Don't get me wrong, but like Tommy says, it like when you say, okay, you need a goal, who's their go-to guy? When you can name 5, 6, like the Oilers, it's 2. Sorry, it's McDavid and Draisaitl, right? So very good. I love Sebastian Aho. I think he's a hell of a player. But he's not a superstar. No.
780-218-9999. Get to the Nasty Chat as well. Deaky Sparks is making a case for Carter Hart, and I had to respond, he hasn't had a good season in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Again, nothing changes until they figure out what's going on in court. Pagnotta laid that out. Anyway, let's get to Crunching the Numbers, brought to you by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere with Play Alberta. You've got a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer, whenever works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today and get started with a $100 casino bonus. Just deposit $20 with promo code 100casino. Play smart, play local, and remember to use your game sense. I've got some funny ones and fun ones here for Crunching the Numbers. Koob, if you want to get in on this, feel free to. You're back there if you want to crack a mic. Point total projections. Play along with us if you're listening or watching. Ike Howard. Go ahead, Hernan.
Points?
Point total.
I'm going to say 34 points on the season.
34?
Yeah.
I'll say 28.
Nice.
I think he gets 14 goals, 14 assists.
Yeah, I was around that 14 goal. I think he might get some helpers there, some second assists.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Koob? Thanks for listening.
I am, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think he gets over 40. I'm going to say 32 points.
Okay. That's higher than what?
No, that's lower. No. I said 34.
I had 32 or 28.
28.
Yeah.
He's going to have 13 goals.
Okay. Yeah, that's right in our wheelhouse. I still think that's a respectable rookie season. I hope people don't sour on him if he doesn't pop right away. That's my hope.
Mm-hmm.
I like continued growth, understanding the system, getting offensive chances and looks. The big dogs not being frustrated by him. I think those will be key. All right, David Tomasek, total points.
3.
You don't think he's going to even make the team?
I think he will, but he'll be gone by American Thanksgiving, and in the games he gets, he'll get Actually, I'm going to bring that down. He's going to have 2 assists.
You have him at 2 points.
Yeah. Hope Tony's not listening.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm not forgetting Tony's bet that he had for us.
I don't think... Listen, I don't know squat about Tomasek outside looking at his Hockey DB page, and I know he's a high-scoring winger, but Tom, we've seen this many times before.
Yeah, we have.
Why is it going to be different this year?
I don't think it will.
We did Oil Stream with Reed a couple of days ago, and we were talking about when will players score their first goal, then you guys, and Reed said for Tomasek, October 18th, 2026, when he's a member of the Islanders.
I'm going to put him at 11 points.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he'll play more than...
well, they're going to force...
they're going to try it.
They're gonna let him because management doesn't like to look stupid. So they're going to play him. They're going to give him minutes.
Josh Brown played the first game of the playoffs for the Oilers and has 2 years left on his deal.
Oh, man.
Tomasek, just as a reminder, 1-year contract worth $1.2 million, one-way deal. What do you think, Coop?
I'm gonna say he's gonna get 9 points in 71 games.
Oh.
If you play 71 games.
Wow.
No, not
that's
that
fine.
many.
Okay. Okay.
They're gonna force the hand. What can I say?
I went back and I watched that goal video that Dusty posted of Tomasek from last year in the SHL. I see what Dusty means. Like, the boots aren't there. Although it is big ice in Europe. So,
and
I'll put, what did I have? 11 points?
He's not playing top 6. He's not playing power play.
I didn't like some of the goals that went in that he scored. I was just like, I don't think that shot beats an NHL goalie. And there was a few of those. Yeah. All right. Crunching the numbers. Point total projections. Andrew Mangiapane.
Oh, good one. 47 points.
That's pretty good.
I think he's going to be around 20 goals.
Yeah.
And playing top 6. He's a good player, man.
Yeah.
I think 47 is a good year for Mangiapane.
I would agree. What do you think, Coop?
Mangiapane?
Say it again. Mangiapane.
Mangiapane?
Mangiapane.
Mangiapane.
Thank you.
Mangiapane.
Mangiapane.
Okay. They're wrong in the pronouncer guide then. We got the whole sheet out here. Mangiapane.
You don't even know how to read.
Mangiapane.
Just kidding. How many points?
That's why I went to radio and TV. So I can turn on the mic and talk.
Yes. How many points, Coop?
39 points.
Okay.
18 goals.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that.
I'll go 54 points.
Okay.
I think he'll have a nice bounce back here.
Yeah.
Those big dogs will breathe some confidence.
If he's
into
around 20 and 20, Tom, I think most Oilers fans will take that.
that's respectable, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, last one, guys. Crunching the numbers, point total projections. Trent Frederick.
Ooh la la. I'm going to go with a flat 30.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Coop?
Oh,
Has he ever had 30?
yeah. 28 points. 15 goals.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, his career
Frederick?
has 40.
Yeah. I could see him getting 41 or 42. I think maybe they try him out like net front presence. Maybe he does get a little power play time.
Well,
If he's
whatever
around
happens with Hyman's wrist, right?
Yeah. 17, 18 goals, then throw in 12 assists. I think
I think he could do more. I think we might see him in the top 6 every now and then.
I mean, if all these young new guys and Tomasek don't if they can't earn that spot in the top 6, Frederick's perfect for that.
Yeah, especially if his mobility is better. Yeah. He can moonlight in there. I like using that term, moonlight. All right, let's move on to team point totals. Edmonton 101 this past season, over under 101 points for the Oilers. Nanso, you first.
How much did they have?
101.
And they were second.
Third in the Pacific. Yeah.
I'm just going to go slightly under 99.
Okay, that's not bad. That's what the Panthers had.
Yeah.
Coop?
If they play with their current lineup throughout the entire season and don't make any acquisitions, under 97 points.
97 points. Yeah, I'm going to go under as well. I'll go like 98. I'll slide in between you guys. I'll pull a yes at Puljujarvi. They're in the playoffs. Maybe they win a round or two and then, quote unquote, early exit and then regroup, bounce back with a really strong 26-27 season. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, with more cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys will be out of here. So, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, last one for crunching the numbers. Skinner and Pickard save percentage and goals against averages. Way too early projections here on crunching the numbers.
Like combined or?
No. Each guy. Save percentage, goals against average.
I'll go for Pickard, 908.
Oh.
Skinner, I'm hoping 910.
That would be a bounce back season. What about goals against average?
Pickard, 2.53. And then Skinner, a little bit higher, maybe 2.61.
Okay. Coob.
Stuart Skinner, 907 save percentage.
Very
Goals against
optimistic.
average of 2.89.
Ew. But okay.
Yeah. Pretty high.
And then how about Pickard?
Pickard, 904, 2.74.
I like
goals
this.
against.
Very optimistic.
Lots of goals against.
Lots of goals against. Okay, I'll go for Calvin Pickard, an 898.
Okay.
Takes a step back. Goals against average. I'll put it at 274. For Skinner, 911 save percentage.
Okay.
I'm reaching for the moon here.
No, that's
Shooting for it at least. And then goals against average, 2.61.
okay.
Somebody mark it. Surveyor Brett, mark it.
Isn't it terrible that you're reaching for a 911 save percentage?
No, because the
I
save
know it's
percentages last year weren't that good around the league.
There's only a few guys
Yeah.
that were extremely high.
What if Skinner gets so pissed off and so motivated that he just has an outstanding season?
I hope so.
That would be wonderful.
Nace up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm. That was Crunching the Numbers, brought to you by Play Alberta. We're going to wind things down with a couple texts here. What did we get? I know people are probably, you guys are full of it.
Troll says Tomasek is like DiPietro. If he was any good, he'd be in the league by now.
Yo, a quick thing, a quick anecdote on Tomasek. Apparently, him and his agent have been trying to get into the NHL for a few years,
Okay.
but they wanted $2 million per, and no team was willing to go that route. Now it's like, do you really want to play in the NHL? Here's an offer. He took the one with the Oilers.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
Uncle Dave texts in and says, thanks for the PTSD triggered, Tommy. I'd happily be spending my summer blissfully forgetting Josh Brown ever played in the playoffs. He did not have a good game.
No, he did not.
Pat, I like this one. Good God, it's already started with Tommy and Mangiapane. You know it is, Pat. Actually, I threw it out there a couple of weeks ago, and Hampton Steve will give you the last word. I'd consider Jari as a tandem with Stu, but only if they can get him double retained so his cap hit is only a bit over $1 million. Hampton Steve, I think that would be better than ideal. I also think it's somewhat unrealistic, but maybe you could get some retention if you want to pull off a Jari trade. Seems like the Pens would be willing to do that. All right, boys, what's coming up on EST Afternoons?
Recap the great game in the CFL last night. We'll look ahead to tonight's game, UFC 318. We'll be joined by Jesse Holland, MMAmania.com at 2:20. We're doing it for the Cube. Need for Speed segment, Zach to the Future, and lots of fun stuff, Tommy. You just keep it locked here on EST.
I know I will be. Nanso, good job filling in today. Thank you, sir. Coop, good stuff, buddy. Don't blow me kisses. Oh. All right, that's going to do it for the Oil Street, presented by Boston Pizza, for Ice Cube and the Latino Heat. I'm Tommy G, saying have a lovely afternoon. EST Afternoons coming up right now.